Many software engineers want to build a passive income stream so that we can finally retire, feel stable, comfortable, and build our own projects in our own time, especially since software engineering allows us to build code that can be reproduced millions of times with no need of a human. And before watching this video, I actually watched this similar video about passive income ideas for software engineers, and those ideas were pretty bad. Half of them were not even related to software engineering, so I definitely wanted to make this video and include much better ideas that you can actually start building and go from exchanging your time to money to basically getting money without putting any time into this. So this is why in this video I'll give you 7 passive income ideas, where they will be going from the least passive to the most passive one. And the best part is that you can go through all of those steps in your specific niche and basically doing them one by one without switching your expertise many times. And you may also decide yourself to start at some point, automate this idea by hiring more people and just stick to this specific model. Or you can go all the way to the 7th idea and basically utilize all of them together to make the most out of your software engineering skills. Those ideas, just like in any other work, will not be easy to start, but they will give you awesome long-term results if you'll actually stick to this. So let's get started. The first idea is using LinkedIn. And it's not just about writing posts, it's also about doing the outreach, because LinkedIn is the best place for finding opportunities, no matter what you're trying to do. And I'm not talking about applying to jobs, I'm talking about people that you can connect with there. You can find business owners whose problem you can solve with your coding skills and offer them a solutions that you have. And LinkedIn is the best place for this because it basically made for this. You can buy a premium open sales navigator and pick the required filters for your specific prospects. Pick what is their role, how many years of experience they have, if they're founders, if they're seniors, if they're entry-level guys, what industries they are working in, and what is their geography. Those are the most important things that you need when searching for potential clients. And once you already built some following and connections and you already made some money with your business, I'll explain what business you can do in the next step. Then you can start actually creating content. And creating content is definitely a long-term thing. You don't necessarily need to do it right away to test your business idea, but then later long-term it will give you inbound leads that you will not even have to search for. They will be just engaging with your content and you may not even need to message them. They may be just buying from you just because they see you, they value your content, and they see that you can provide them even more value in your paid products and solutions. And this is what many people on LinkedIn do these days, by just having a pretty nice following and just posting content. And the best part is that you can also hire copywriters who will be posting content for you, and you may be working just on the product part, and you can automate that part as well. Second passive income idea is building your software development agency. It definitely isn't passive when you're just starting, because first you will need to find clients and you can use it LinkedIn, and this is exactly why LinkedIn was the first idea. But once you will be in this business for a while and you will make some money, you'll be able to hire people to actually do the outreach for you. You can also purchase ads on different platforms to target more of your audience, and you will definitely hire other developers to do the work for you and build the software for your clients. And this is exactly when it can already become automated. But the third business model is even better, because it's a software product agency. What it means is that you're basically creating a software once, and then you're going to different clients and offering the software to them to solve their problems, and just tweaking your software a little bit for their needs. And this is exactly why it's more passive, because your software basically stays the same all the time, and you just tweak a few things. But basically the idea is pretty much the same as with software development agency. And if you're considering to build any of those business models, make sure that you connect with me on LinkedIn and let me know that you are coming from this video, and I'll send you a free blueprint that you can utilize to actually do this. And I'll also give you an advice on what are some next steps that you should consider taking. And the fourth business model is YouTube. I decided to put YouTube here because no matter what exactly you do, YouTube is almost needed all the time, because YouTube is what lets you build trust with your potential clients. Because for you to make them buy from you, you'll need to build some trust. You'll need to show that you have value, that you have some information, that you are actually qualified to talk about the topic, and ideally also spend some time with you. Because whenever people spend time with you and have multiple connections points, either it's YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, or maybe even email newsletter, they are building more trust with you, and you are unconsciously becoming their friend. So this is what you can do with YouTube pretty well. And the benefit of YouTube is that leads can also find you themselves. With LinkedIn, it's just the algorithm. Whoever your post is recommended to is gonna see it. But with YouTube, you can find video using search. And this is exactly how I'm trying to create my videos, so that whenever my potential clients are gonna search for some information on YouTube, they may see my videos, and I'll provide them some value and they will be interested in learning more about what I do and if I can help them to solve their problem even better or faster. And this is exactly what I do. And because of that, YouTube can start bringing you leads even if you're not posting content, because people will continue searching for it. It will continue showing up in their feed, and you may not even need to post content if you decide to drop your YouTube, of course. And this is exactly what happened with my previous YouTube channel, because right now I'm still getting leads from there even while I'm not posting anything for almost a year there. And the fifth passive income idea is consulting. And the best part here in comparison with agencies is that you don't have to do the work yourself, because in agency you are basically doing the work for clients, but with consulting you are doing the work with clients. So you're basically providing them with critical information and you're not actually implementing it for them. For example, I'm helping software engineers with building their businesses, offering, positioning, acquiring clients and creating content, and I'm just providing them with information on how they can do this. I'm not just going and scripting content for them or scripting offers for them. I can give them feedback, but I cannot implement this myself because I'm not an agency, I'm a consultant. And while you still have to work a lot in this model, it's more passive than agency. But it's a bit harder to start, especially if you don't have a lot of experience in this niche, because while in agency you can learn by basically implementing, and if you didn't implement it, it's on you, it's your fault, and you're basically losing your own time and returning money to the customer. But with consulting, the problem is that customers should implement everything themselves. While you still will be providing them with a lot of value, this value sometimes may not be beneficial for them, because they just may not have enough expertise, or may be scared to do the work that they're actually required to do to get customers in their niche. So this is why it's a bit tricky and it's definitely harder to start. But the margins here are much higher because you're basically selling information and a little bit of your time. And you might also combine your clients together in a group and basically spend time with all of them at once, what allows you to have more spare time to acquire more clients or do something else. For example, building next passive income ideas. And the sixth idea is basically building a course, because we already discussed done for you, which is agency, done with you, which is coaching, consulting, and now is do it yourself, which is course. At this stage, you are basically providing the critical information for your clients that they will be implementing on their own, without your time completely involved. But I want to warn you right away that you will probably not create a good course if you don't have any experience consulting, coaching, or doing an agency for those clients, because you may not be even aware of what kind of problems they have. Unless, of course, you went through this journey yourself, then you kinda can do this, but I would first recommend to do coaching or an agency first. And the seventh idea is building a SaaS. And I personally don't like SaaS, because I already explained the software product agency model. And it's basically the same SaaS, while you are still able to charge higher prices for this software and tweaking it a little bit for your customers. But with SaaS you will not be able to do this, and the best scenario for launching SaaS is basically whenever you already have a huge audience, you have a ton of clients, you have a ton of proof, and now you don't want to worry about tweaking your software for all of your clients, and you just want to push it to the market so that they're gonna do this themselves. And this is definitely a good idea to do this, but it will definitely take a lot of time, and you should not start building a SaaS without knowing how market actually behaves, what their problems are, what the solutions they're looking for, and without having at least like 10 or ideally even more clients in your agency for a higher price. And this is what many software engineers build, unfortunately, and it's basically not working out for them, and they're just dropping this idea because they weren't able to find clients for it. So those are 7 income ideas for software engineers, and the main ideas that you should know is that you should have audience or at least some amount of clients, and you can do it through outreach, not necessarily by creating content. And you should have understanding of the market, and then once you have this understanding, once you have some clients, proven history of work, then you will be able to move forward with those passivity of ideas and basically creating consulting, course, and then SaaS if you want. And to pick a niche to start building this entire system around, I recommend you to check out this video where I'm explaining what niche will be the best for you. Depending on your exact situation, you will have to answer a few questions to actually understand what you can stick to for a long time. So I'll see you either on LinkedIn, connect with me there, or in this video, because it's really important one.